Papa, Papa, how can they do this, Papa? Eric, please, calm down. But Papa, we have to do something. Gather neighbors, go there and kill them. Stop, Eric. Please. We don't take the revenge. We are humans. But Papa, why? Why did they do this? Eric, because they have lost themselves. They have lost Ubuntu. What is that? What is that again? Ubuntu, what is that? Ubuntu is an African way of life. Ubuntu is a belief of everyone should be together. You exist. You are because I am because you are. It's embodied. Coming together, being together. The respect for human being. The respect for compassion. The respect for life. Ubuntu is an African philosophy of togetherness, solidarity, peace, love, collectivism. One day, an anthropologist visited an African village. And when he arrived in that village, he found a group of children playing in a playground. And he had a package of sweets, and he brought this sweet to the children, and he gathered them, and they followed him. And he told to the children, now, I have this package of sweets, and I will put it under a tree. And the one who will go faster will get it, and it will be for him. You know what the children did? They didn't run. They just formed a group together, walked slowly, under that tree. They grabbed the package of sweets, and they came with it and distributed among themselves. And each of them got at least a piece of sweets. And the anthropologists came and asked the children, why did you do that? Why have you thought that way? And together, a voice came and they said, Ubuntu. So, Ubuntu, where is it today? It vanished, disappeared. It's no longer there. Who took it? Back, we can say, occupation is one of the reasons, slavery is another reason, and colonialism, the most. And with colonialism, they came with religion. And all this religion took away Ubuntu. And the African society remained without their tool to address the community dynamic, the social problems. And as a consequence, our conflict, our small problems locally has to be addressed in Europe, in Asia, in big city in the world. By whom? By the people we don't know even. And as a consequence, conflicts are increasing on a daily basis. And since there is no anything to address them, they are escalating to the extent that people start to kill one another. Neighbors kill one another. I will take you back to Congo because it's a lot of conflict in Africa. And if I start to talk about them now, we will maybe stay here again, one full year or 7 months more. But what happened in Congo is terrible, specifically in my own village. On the 6th September, my own brother Abbas, his wife and 6 kids were slaughtered like animals in a butchery. Not only him, but 7 other people in the neighborhood. And this kind of violence extended far away, from village to village, from city to city. Now it's almost in the whole region. And what is the consequences? 60 million people perished in that war. 7 million people are scattered in internally displaced camps. 1 million people are refugees in other countries, including myself. And we said, should we go? Should we just sit this way? The idea came, and we reflected on some people who said, you should do something for your community. Some of them said, just go and do the same. Others said, we should maybe be passive. And others said, non-violence would be the solution. And the idea that my father talked about it and saying the solution might be Ubuntu came in my mind. Then 10 other people and myself came together and thought we would have done something. But before that, what would be the cause of this war? On one side, we have a group, an ethnic group called Tutsi of Congo. They were claiming their identity, their citizenship. And on the other side, we had the Bantu, thinking that the other side were threatening their land rights. So this collision developed a kind of like hatred, speeches between them. And on a daily basis, these speeches escalated to the extent that they started killing one another, as you saw. Not only that, the resources of the country, Congo being one of the biggest, richest country in the world in terms of gold, cobalt, coltan, uranium, to name few, fauna, flora, forests, everything. But it remains one of the 10 poorest countries in the world, according to the UN report. Then, should we be staying on problems, claiming problems? Should we be there mourning Abbas, the wife and other who passed away, or neighbors? Then we came out with the idea of CEEDECO. This organization stands for an arena for peace and social transformation. We made it, myself and 10 other people from other ethnic groups. We said, let us follow another way, a way of non-violence. With 4 approaches. 1, we created a place that we call Center for Humanity, where people can come, sit down, children, women, elderly people, people with disability, come and talk about their problems. 2, we have created an approach called community dialogues. When we go out in the communities, using the narrative theater, people talking about their problems, base the stories, and transform them into strength-based ones. And the 3rd one is the Festival for Humanity. This Festival for Humanity is for us a way to celebrate our success, the one that we are achieving with friends. And now, we said we have done all of this, but still, conflict is there. We haven't done anything yet. So the idea to expand what you have done with 8,000 people who are already in our movement, we said we should maybe multiply peace-building activists by building a peace academy in the epicenter of conflict to transform it into an epicenter of peace. So the source of conflict should be the role model where we can start preaching, let me say this word, preaching peace, that we can extend to the world, that we can build it to the world. Of course, one of the tools that was not being used, the Ubuntu itself, philosophy, should be explored. The African way of being in peace for over years should be explored. So that is why we are building this center. And not only that, seeing what is going on in the world, we thought It's urgent to do this. This morning, I Googled conflict and wars in the world. Do you know what I have found terrible? Let me walk you what I've seen. War in Mexico, Guatemala, Venezuela, Haiti, Nigeria, Niger, Cameroon, Congo, Sudan, South Sudan, Somalia, Ethiopia, Yemen, Gaza, Ukraine, Afghanistan, Palestine. Where again? Myanmar. War everywhere. War everywhere. Do we need war? We need a word of compassion. We need a word of humanism full of Ubuntu. If war is an answer, we are asking the wrong question. I am because you are. Thank you.